It's Friday. Time for another episode of Ever Roaming. For the best tips, tricks, and gear reviews for section hiking the PCT, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you get notified when I put up a new video, hopefully every Friday. All right, a couple of things to note. I am not at the park this week. I tried to go there just now and there's a ton of people and a ton of noises and it was very distracting. I don't think you want to hear trash trucks and stuff. Anyway, hello tree. Oh, you want to be social. Okay, so a little housekeeping. I'm going to put this video up today and then I'm going to try to get one ready for next week, but I'm going to be out of town for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be in Tahiti, but I'm going to try on my best on Tuesday to get 2 videos made, so I'll have something for you for each week. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm not able to get back to you right away and answer your questions and comments. So this week on Ever Roaming, I am going to be backpacking from Scissors Crossing to about 7 or 8 miles in. This next section that I did was from Scissors Crossing to Warner Springs, and this will be day 1. Another thing to note in this section is Scissors Crossing is your entry point, and then your next exit point would be, there's a highway near Ranchita. So in this section, it's definitely at least a 1-night overnight. Some things to note about this section at Scissors Crossing. There is a water cache usually under the bridge. Since I was starting from there, I went ahead and brought a couple gallons of water with me and I put them in the bins underneath there. There is a little climb and I'll show you some of the elevation. It's not too bad. And then you go around a lot of canyons. You sort of come around the edge of canyons and go back in. I didn't get to film a lot on the outer edges because it was really windy and the trail is pretty narrow and a bit treacherous because there's a big cliff and I kept tripping over things, so I didn't do a lot of filming on the outside. The other thing you'll see in this video is when I got home from the first section that I did after Mount Laguna and those terrible blisters, I completely redid my big 3. So you're going to see my Dirigo 2 that I had and my Hyperlight Mountain Gear 3400 Southwest. I still have that Hyperlight Mountain Gear 3400. I still really like it. I did unfortunately have to send the Dirigo 2 back. I really liked it while I was in the desert section. It was a super comfortable tent, easy to set up, really durable, handled wind like a dream. The problem that I had was I took it backpacking with a friend maybe a few weeks later over a weekend, and I wanted to take her up to a local park that we have so she could try backpacking, and it was pouring rain that night. And unfortunately that tent did leak terribly. I haven't heard of other people having that issue, but I did have to send the tent back. I was a little bummed about that. One of the other things I didn't like about the tent is that the mesh on the sides, the walls are sloped. So when you open the vestibule doors, if it's pouring rain, because of the angle, rain does get in. It's kind of hard to keep it dry. But all in all, it was a great tent. A little pricey, but it was a good tent. So you'll see that in this video. Let's go backpacking. Leaving Scissors Crossing. There's quite a cache under there. We left a couple gallons. It's kind of hot. Gonna be going up this way. And so my journey begins again. I found a sweet little spot for lunch. Only made about 2 miles up the hill. It's really hot. I was really, really grateful for the reflective umbrella that I got. Saved me coming up this hill. Just took it really slow. It's super hot today. And it's been a while since I've been out. About a month, just over a month. So I'm hoping today, if these ominous clouds don't cause me trouble, to at least make another 6 miles or so. But I'm gonna take a long break here. Let the heat of the day kind of dissipate a little. Keep an eye on those because I am in a dry rubber bed and I don't want to get caught in a flash flood. So probably not going to take a nap, but I'll just chill here for a little while and enjoy my lunch. My lunch right now is some tuna and cereal bar. And I stopped and had a little almond butter on the way up. So you can see I found a little shady spot. Wow, my face is really red. It's hot. I found a great little shade spot here tucked in. This riverbed actually has a lot of really cool campsites if it wasn't going to thunderstorm. Yeah, so it's beautiful. A lot of flowers. Very excited. Well, I didn't siesta for as long as I wanted, but that's where I was at, was down in this riverbed, and it clouded over, so I'm like, I don't want to be in the riverbed. Flash floods happen in the desert fast. It takes very little water to create a torrent of water, especially if you're in a riverbed where the water flows. And now that it's clouded over, it's actually cool. So it's cooler. So it's a good time to walk, but do have to keep an eye out. All right. This is a view of, there's the part of the road down there. I don't know if you can see it down there. But walked up from a little ways around this hill down in that valley at Scissors Crossing. So this is like the second third of Section A. And I'm going from Scissors Crossing to Warner Springs. It's only 32.4 miles, but it's this very dry, hot desert, and it's the beginning of monsoon season. So it might be a little interesting. All right, another little break. I don't know if you can see on here. Well, it's not as reflective right now, but it's a cool phenomenon when the light from the ground reflects back on the bottom of the clouds, and it makes them look iridescent. It's not as bright right now, but maybe it'll come back. I think I've gone about 4+ miles now. A little bit more to go. Tucked back in this little canyon. Got my solar umbrella. Can't use it on the outer parts of these ridges because it's too windy, but when I stop, if the sun's out, it's really nice. Like shade. Yeah. Waiting to see if it gets iridescent. So beautiful right now. I don't know if you can see the clouds that are like settled into that distant mountain. It for the night. I didn't do a lot of miles today because it was so hot and I got such a late start. So hopefully by noon tomorrow I'll be at the next water source, but I have enough. So I'm out here dry camping. It looks like I'm going to be alone tonight. A couple of people passed earlier. Some people thought about staying here, but they didn't have a lot of water, so they went on. There's another site right there, and I'm standing on one. And then this is mine. This is the new Dirigo 2. First night out. It was not too bad to set up. I'm glad I tried it once in the yard, and it's kind of breezy. So we'll see how it does. I didn't go to the farther sites that are super windy since it's my first night in it, and I want to make sure that I made it to set it up correctly and that it's going to handle the wind. But this is what I got it for, because it's supposed to be great in strong wind, and it's pretty strong. And my little cooking area, I'll show you. Like, it's pretty strong. Like, it's not moving. I'm pushing on it. So, yeah. And the new pack is working out really well. It's a new one, the Ultralight. I think that's the Southwest 3400. And tonight I'll try out my new Z-Packs sleeping bag. Yeah, very excited about that. And it's just beautiful. Sort of the golden hour. All the big thunder clouds disappeared. And there's this beautiful view across the way. So, yeah, have a good night.